A social class is a group that's fairly similar in not just wealth, but also education, power, and prestige in the society. This means that we are all separated when it comes to social class. There are three main social classes in the Philippines. It's the low income class, middle income class, and high income class. Classism will indeed be prominent in a society where social class matters. One example of this is in chapter 1 of the book Noli Me Tangere by Dr. Jose Rizal, where Padre Damaso called us Filipinos Indio. This act can be seen in the present day, as a lot of high and middle class segregate themselves from the low income class, seeing them as kadire or dugyot, and they judge them for being poor. During the recent elections, Manny Pacquiao said, "Why do they only ask the rich? They don't ask the poor." That's when a Taiwanese journalist noticed and wrote about how classism is so evident in our country because voters were segmented into A to E classes. Even during the pandemic, a group of politicians got themselves tested unnecessarily in receiving VIP treatment just because they are in the high social class, even though a lot of Filipinos don't have access to testing kits. But is classism really a problem in our society? Let's start with this. Classism affects everyone. It is a social hierarchy in which our opportunities, resources, race, wealth, and education can be affected. Hunger, illnesses, homelessness, and other types of deprivation can result from classist ideas in public policy. It can also create low self-esteem, low expectations, discouragement, and lead to bitterness towards others who are in the lower class, which can further divide communities. Going back to the book Noli Me Tangere, this was written during the Spanish colonization in the Philippines, in order to remind us how badly Filipinos were treated at that time. It was a way to fight for our rights as Filipinos, but even decades after the Spanish colonization, a lot of Filipinos are still treated badly with having little to no rights at all just because low-income class Filipinos are excluded from anything that involves the higher class. This creates a division within the country, and it will not help our country flourish. After hearing all of that, is classism really a problem in our society? The answer to that question is yes.